Good evening, everybody. I am done with work. I am thrilled to be done with work because every time I thought I was gonna get like a short break where I wouldn't have to call somebody, I got another email to call somebody or somebody called me back, which isn't bad. Like, I prefer my list to stay small, but I just couldn't get a breather. But the workday is over. Well, that part of my workday is over, and now it's on to being productive. I just watched our vlog from a year ago today, and it was a vlog about how the Disney college program, had announced it was shutting down and the kids are going home, and British Revolution wasn't coming back to Epcot. It just like so weird that at that point we had no idea that we were still going to be dealing with COVID a year later. It's so crazy. But that being said, we're definitely in a different spot. Definitely know a lot more. But the impacts, not even just like health impacts, but life impacts. I mean, it's wild. That's all I gotta say. But these cute pups. These pups love that we've been home more. Yes, you do. These dogs used to spend like sometimes 10 hours a day in their kennels because Duncan and I were working restaurants at the same time. So if we were both like managing one night, sometimes they could be in their kennels for hours. And now they rarely ever have to go in. So they're living their best lives. With that, we're gonna get some stuff done. I was gonna give you a little update on the day or the evening, but first a pup date. They're just post dinner ear cleaning, I guess. But if you listen, you can hear Gadget like making a happy noise, like happy snorts as Gizmo cleans her ears. Oh my goodness. So I don't know if any of you watching are experienced allergy havers. I have the worst seasonal allergies of all time. My dad also deals with severe allergies, and he has for years and years and years. I've actually never been diagnosed officially. I know that I could probably benefit from some prescription allergy meds, but generally, besides certain times a year, I just take a Zyrtec every day and I'm fine. In fact, when we lived in Denver, I didn't even have to take a Zyrtec every day because their weather's pretty consistent. And it must be the altitude. I just didn't experience the allergens in the air, which is pretty awesome. Saved me a lot of money. But Wisconsin, when we lived there, Florida, when we lived there, I have the worst experiences when stuff starts to grow. Like, I actually haven't even got allergy tested, but I know I'm allergic to pretty much everything outside. The worst pollen and dust allergies for sure. But for whatever reason in Florida, whatever starts to bloom in spring, I just am very allergic to. It happens every time I live here, and I know allergy symptoms are COVID symptoms. I promise I know my body enough to know this is not COVID. But because I've started to feel it, I've been taking a Sudafed every day, because if I have a certain combination of symptoms, Duncan can't work. And we both have bad spring allergies, so we've both been making sure we don't miss our Zyrtec, and we're taking Sudafed to make sure we're extra careful. But I just had some leftover taco meat, and Duncan made his pico de gallo, which, by the way, if you don't know this, I am obsessed with pico de gallo, and I'm so thrilled that Duncan's good at making it because I don't have the patience. But it was a little bit spicy, And now my nose won't stop running. It kind of defeated the purpose of all the allergy meds. But I'm just curious if you guys are dealing with the seasonal allergy spring issue like I am, because I don't know what it is, but whatever plant blooms in spring in Florida, it's not for me. So I just called my dad because, like I said, he has the allergies too. So I called him to figure out what the heck is blooming right now because he's very aware of his allergies. So it's oak trees and magnolia trees and some kind of bush I'd never heard of. So those are the things I'm allergic to, though I don't really know. I have not been tested, but he said that he was a 4 on all pollen, like when you did the scratch test. That doesn't sound fun to me, so I know I'm allergic to outside, so we're just gonna stick with that until I absolutely need to get a scratch test. So it's gonna be another late night for Duncan tonight. He already messaged me and told me how busy they were. One of the things about working in restaurants in Orlando is when it's busy at the parks, it's also busy in all the local restaurants, which no complaints from anybody around here because we all know the year that restaurants have had. So it means I completed my to-do list again with plenty of time. It's been like, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but it's been like 10 days where I've finished my to-do list, and that is pretty impressive. So we're just gonna wait for Duncan to come home. I'm gonna do a quote for a potential client that I didn't think I was gonna have time to do today. And then I am very much looking forward to tomorrow. One, I like Mondays. When you're looking for a job, a lot of movement happens on Mondays. But 2, Monday's also my Friday, and this week hasn't been super hard at work for my temp job, but it's just been exhausting. So I am ready for some days off. So it is 12:40 a.m. and Duncan has not left work yet. I am actually super ahead. I even did stuff for tomorrow, and I'm so far ahead, I am rewarding myself with some TV time. So I'm going to watch the newest episode of Grey's Anatomy. It's been a really long time since I watched Grey's close to real time. I'm a little uncomfortable with this season being as if they're doing like a COVID storyline, and I prefer my TV shows not to reflect real life too much. So I'm not a fan, I don't think, of the COVID storyline, but oh, and Duncan just texted me. I'm guessing he is leaving. But anyway, I guess I saw some minor spoilers online that this was a like dramatic episode, so I'm guessing somebody dies, but I don't know who. So I'm guessing the next time you see me, I will have some opinions on this show, and Duncan will be home. So I did finish that Grey's Anatomy episode I was telling you about. Someone did die. I won't tell you who in case you haven't seen it. Still not a fan of the COVID storyline. It can go away anytime now.
Are they wearing masks?
Oh yeah, it's like beginning of COVID, sort of. It's almost like going back in time.
Oh, where everyone's confused?
Yeah, it's like, I can't remember. It gave a date when the season started, and then there was only 6 episodes.
Got it.
And then they took the season break, and this is season 7. So, like, they're still doing it where, like, they're getting tested every day, and people are still asking before they like come in contact with the other doctors when the last time they got tested was.
Got it.
I'm sure there'll be a vaccine storyline.
Hell yeah.
But anyway.
Ripped from the headlines.
I mean, what's her face does that?
Shonda Rhimes.
Yeah. I mean, Scandal.
Yeah, she used to do that stuff with Scandal.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad Scandal ended when it did. Otherwise, it would have just been a whole hot mess the last, 4 years.
Yes.
Yes. But anyway, like I was saying before, I really like Mondays. Not just because Mondays are my Friday, but that is a bonus. Just hoping for some good job news tomorrow. Not that I'm really waiting on any, but you never know.
You never know.
And then I'm looking forward to lots of fun stuff over my days off.
Woo! Lots of green things.
I hope. But anyway. Everyone needs deadlines.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming to the show! What did he say?